Hey y'all. So, Bob and I bugged out practice run, see how everything would do. The journey from why to nothing turned out it was like maybe a little over the halfway mark. And it was made on the Friday after Thanksgiving when there was a bazillion people on the road, as you saw. And my truck, my truck did really well. Um, on day one. On day two, um, the issue I've been having, it's a torque something. Anyway, it messed up again. So the truck will still run, it just doesn't run very well. And what's funny is it was like the last part of the trip where it had messed up, and which y'all haven't seen yet. But I will show you that too, so you can kind of get an idea where I'm at. Because I am not in nothing. I just went through nothing and spent the night there and had a campfire. Um, so, anyway, the second part of the trip, I was like, after it messed up, I was like, oh, I remember this. And apparently, whatever is wrong has been wrong for a while. And so, and it's the same thing. And I used to think that's just the way the truck ran. And until the truck ran right and see me kind of waving a little bit. That's because I'm inside Tiny 2.0 and the wind is ferocious. It's actually rocking the truck. So I'm glad I'm not driving today. This is actually, what day is this? This is Wednesday. And we've been gone since, well, we left on Friday, Friday morning, as early as possible, getting everything packed up. I am in a little town, bigger than nothing. It's called Dolan Springs. It takes about 30 minutes down dirt roads to get to where we're at, which actually is property that Bob owns. And it's 2 acres and it's unfinished. It's just desert. And so, and coming down on the roads and stuff, it's just my truck's old, so I have to go slow. That's why it takes so long. Because town is really only about 5 miles away, but there's a lot of traveling on dirt roads. So, anyway, um, we are here to kind of check out the property and get away for a little bit because things were kind of getting a little tense in Why. And so we thought, well, we'll come over here and wait for that to calm down a little bit and see what happens. So I don't know how long we're going to be here, but we'll be here for a little while. There are cows in the yard. Not just any kind of cows. They're longhorn cows, big cows. Buddy was absolutely terrified and would not stop barking. So, and they decided to just kind of lay down in the yard, stay for a while. So, we are looking at it because the county or the city ordinances, whatever, you can't live here unless you have a septic tank. Now, you don't have to have water, but you do have to have a septic tank. And the septic tank will cost a little over $5,000 to put in. And once that's in, you can move on the property. And then you haul water. And, you know, those big, giant 250-gallon things. I'm a little uneasy about living in a place where you'd have to haul water. What happens if I can't get down this dirt road? That's a long walk. It might take me all day to go get a couple of gallons. So, anyway, in an emergency, because, you know, anything can happen. And that's what I wanted to share with you. A book. I've not written a book. I just wrote about my. It was the day we left, and this is what I wrote that morning. And The other thing that I wanted to share is that you can get water. It's not that there is no water. It's just that in order to dig a well, it costs 4 times what it does to dig a septic tank. And to me, the bigger issue would be let people have water. Don't make them spend money on a septic tank first, especially if you've got ways of dealing with it, which we do. But they're not going to do that, so legally. So I was kind of coming out, look, see how far away it is from everything, and it's really nice. It's very quiet, very quiet. I mean, unbelievably, wonderfully quiet. Highway, I can actually see the highway, but I don't know how far away that is, but I can hear it. It's so at night, you can see traffic on it and stuff. But oh, my book's underneath here, so it's going to be jiggly for a minute because I wanted to read this to you. There we go. Okay, so this was Friday, November 23rd, preparation day. It was 6:30 a.m., so obviously I didn't get out of the house very early. I ready myself, the Tiny, Buddy, and Tiny 2.0 for an adventure. I'm not heading to the dark jungles of a foreign country, though my heart pounds and my head spins and my knees grow weak as though I was. I'm only heading north to the high desert about 350 miles or so from home in Hwy. I've not left home in the past decade, except with these two thoughts. Number one, I take it all with me so I don't forget anything. So if I get waylaid on the other side, I just make home there. The other thought, anything, anything I leave behind, I may never see again. This has happened. I have left things all over this country. I simply wasn't able to keep it all with me. But it was just stuff. And yes, sometimes I wish I had it. And some things can be replaced, but regrettably, some things cannot. I remind myself, one, I'm only going 300 miles, not 3,000 or 5,000. Most likely I will be returning, but this I know for sure, everything can change with just one phone call. Just a single, simple thing can happen, and life as you knew it is over. Secondly, I remind myself, there are beautiful humans all over the world that have received that one phone call. They have fled their homes on foot and in cars and grabbed what they could on the way out. Fires, floods, war, and bombs, crashing and destroying everything, changing their lives forever. I remember the times when I have fled for my life. I feel their pain and their angst and fear. And on the other side, I am grateful. My most valuable commodities, I still have. I still have those. The knowledge that nothing can touch me that Abba Father hasn't allowed. The love and relationships I have with friends and family. The memories, a lifetime of joy-filled moments. These things cannot be taken away as long as I still have breath. We humans, we have to hold lightly even to the good things we have here. They aren't eternal. All those things, they're dust. At the very best, they're just dust. They're not true treasures. Even the beauty of a cloudless day, the sun shining brightly on bare skin, the waters pouring over mountains or crashing onto seashores, even these things will pass. They too are dust. The treasure that lasts, it's the love, the eternal, forever, faithful love of Yah, and the relationship we have with Him. the love and bonds we build with other humans. That's it. That's the treasures. That's the treasures that fires can't burn and floods can't wash away. So, I release my grip on tiny treasures I have here in this wilderness called life, and I grip the hand of my sovereign King, Yeshua HaMashiach, and the other hand holds tightly to those I love. I pack up my heart with His Word, and I pack up a smaller version of my tiny life, and I head for the hills, knowing that my greatest treasures are always with me. I rebuke the fear by remembering the love, and I pray for courage and strength and direction as I close the door and head into the unknown. I travel with hope, and I travel with faith in the one who leads every step, marks every path, and has promised, though this world passes away, He is true and faithful and forever. Amen. So there you have it. I'm in a little town called Dolan Springs. So, I love y'all.